A lot of us overgive to others even when the energy is not reciprocated because we have a validation problem. The thing about seeking validation is that it is so deep rooted that it becomes a toxic cycle. And to break the cycle of seeking validation, you have to realize that you have to stop people pleasing. Seeking validation and people pleasing are intrinsically connected. Whenever a person is obsessively trying to please people, it means that there is a deep rooted desire for seeking validation, and it is not coming from a good place. It is actually very egocentric. When people are unable to get love, affection, whatever they wanted to experience in the past, in their childhood, so they develop a coping mechanism, which is the people pleasing program or seeking validation. So they start thinking that by impressing other people, by seeking their validation, the other people will love them. But usually what happens is you end up giving more and more, and they just keep taking it, and you never get that reciprocated energy. So the message here is don't seek validation, seek reciprocation. Validation is very egocentric. It feeds your ego that wants to complete itself from outside. You can't complete yourself from outside. You have to fulfill yourself from within. And on the other hand, reciprocation means that whenever you give your energy to someone, that energy is reciprocated. And that reciprocation itself will be the reflection of the validation. So you don't have to chase validation. You simply have to focus on the relationships, the friendships that reciprocate your energy. You have to stop indulging in the things, the people, the places that make you overgive and use you. Use your source of energy and drain you completely. So when you are seeking validation, when you are pleasing people, you are simply feeding the toxic cycle of your ego. But when you are seeking reciprocation from others, you are fulfilling your soul, you are nourishing your soul, you are honoring your energy because you know that you deserve better. You know in your heart that there are greater things that are aligned for you, that are meant for you, that you don't have to ask for love all the time. You don't have to seek validation and please others just to get their attention. This is another thing, that when people don't get that attention from their loved ones in early age, then they develop this mechanism so that they can get the attention. Whenever you are pleasing others, you are getting that attention, because when you are getting the validation, what you are getting the attention. So it is very toxic because your entire key to happiness is in someone else's hand. You are not the master of your reality. You become a victim because other people decide how you feel, what you are. You have to start saying no to the people. And it is very hard for someone who has always sought validation to simply say no to people. You have to stop being a yes person. And when you start saying no, then you realize that how those people react to whom you always said yes. When you will start stepping in your power, those will be the first people who will get irritated by your light. Their shadows will get triggered. They would not want you to change. They will say just stay the same, because they have given you a character to play in their life, that you are a people pleaser who never stands up for themselves. But when you will do, they will be the first one to make you feel guilty for that, because they are using you. They like it when you overgive, that you don't have any boundaries, that you are not honoring yourself. So you have to start honoring yourself by realizing that why am I seeking validation instead of reciprocation? And that reciprocation will be mirroring the validation, and that validation is not egoistic. Through that you are honoring your spirit, your energy. You are realizing your worth, that you deserve better. You don't have to ask for it all the time. And if you are giving that pure energy, you are meant to be reciprocated. You are not supposed to be used like a thing. And you also have to become aware of those aspects that feel they need validation. And you have to simply connect to those aspects whenever you get triggered, whenever you feel that you have to impress others, you have to obsessively seek validation. Simply try to connect with that aspect which is trying to feel that validation, and make that aspect understand the truth, which is that seeking validation is not the answer. First accept that yes, you were not given the love and affection, the care that you deserved. and then make that aspect understand that this is not the truth. The truth is that you are worthy, and the truth is that the people you are indulging with, they are not reciprocating the energy, they are just using you. So the more you make that aspect understand these things, it starts integrating with your energy. Otherwise, it creates a divide in you, a fragmentation. So you have to accept yourself completely. You have to own your past aspects, your fragmented aspects. You have to pour love into them. And once you own them as a part of yourself, you become stronger, you become wiser, and you understand yourself on a deeper level. It's all a matter of understanding yourself. How deeply you understand yourself is how deeply you understand life. And a lot of us, when we go through awakening, we start seeking validation about our awakening from the people who are asleep. A asleep person can never give you validation for being awake. This is why seeking validation is very futile. It will never lead you anywhere. You will always look outside for confirmation from other people, family, friends. But it's time that you take your power back and you become the master, the creator of your reality. You create your own happiness. So stop giving that key into other people's hands and realize your worth. So don't seek validation, seek reciprocation. Much love to you all.